Hey, Nick. Just having a couple extra days of practice here before the playoffs get started. Has it been a little bit different practice experience or focus this week? And how much are you looking forward to your first playoff game?
I'm definitely looking forward to it. I'm excited, and it's been good to practice. I feel like it's our first time actually being able to practice all year. Playing so many games, so it's been good to be able to practice, go over the scout, go over Boston, and just go through our philosophies and see how the Brooklyn Nets want to play, and just get everybody together and get some quality time on the court.
Alex Schiffer with The Athletic.
Hey, Nick, Blake said to us just now that he told you earlier today be ready for the physicality of the playoffs and how that's different from the regular season. Is that the only or the better piece of advice that you've gotten from the other guys? Or what have some of the other guys said to you about, preparing yourself for the playoffs, given this is your first go of it?
Yeah, that's pretty much what people say. The intensity and level is going to be up. But, I'm with all the smoke, so I'm ready. I'm excited. I'm ready for whatever, and that's going to bring out the best of me.
Christian Winfield with the New York Daily News.
And Nick, kind of piggybacking off of that, you're probably going to be matched up with Tristan Thompson at some points during the series. I'm wondering how you approach a matchup with a guy like that that's really just earned his living as a menace on the offensive glass.
Yeah, like you said, he's definitely a menace on the offensive glass. I think he had 12 offensive rebounds against us one game. So point of emphasis is just to keep him off the glass and not let him affect the game with his energy. So, I just got to be physical and have that mindset going into the game.
Steve Lichtenstein with WFAN.
Hey, Nick, just to follow up on that, with Boston having such an advantage in the three games, I don't know how many of them you played, but does that make you a little more hesitant to try to switch out onto smaller guards, knowing that they rebounded 35% of their missed shots, according to NBA.com?
No, I think us rebounding is really a team effort. All five guys have to hit, and all five guys have to go back and rebound. So with me being most of the time the tallest guy on the court, I have to just be aware and make sure that I'm going back, helping the guards crashing.
Malika Andrews with ESPN.
Nick, I'm wondering what sort of, pride you take or how you reflect on the fact that, a season ago, you weren't on these teams' scouting reports, and now you're someone that they have to plan for and look toward and study film on. I'm wondering how you process that leap.
Yeah, it's definitely just me keeping that chip on my shoulder and, not taking anything for granted, because one day you can be in the rotation, the next day you can be going. So it's just me continuing to play with that same intensity level, just leaving it all out there on the court every single game, every chance, every opportunity that I get, because, I'm in a situation right now that, people would die to be in. So I'm just taking advantage of it and just having fun and playing basketball, having fun.
Thank you.
Back to Alex Schiffer with The Athletic.
Hey, Nick, Steve has said that, one of your best lineups might be you out there with Kevin, Kyrie, James, and Joe. And obviously you guys didn't get to do that in the regular season because of all the attrition. Have you guys been able to practice with that lineup this week? And if not, just do you feel comfort playing with those guys for the first time in the playoffs all at once, given you've played with some combination of them multiple times, but just not all four of them out there with you at the same time?
Honestly, no, we haven't practiced it much, but when you're playing with players of that caliber, it's really easy. For me, just affect the game in the way that I can, and then defensively, just being that, being vocal, being the quarterback of the defense. Offensively, screening, finding space, finishing when they give me the ball, and just staying ready.
Ryan Dunleavy with the New York Post.
Here you are as a young guy on a team that could win a title. I'm wondering if Steve Nash has drawn on his experiences at all this week in practice to remind you guys how hard it is to do. He had a Hall of Fame career and, played for a really long time, and he never got a ring. I'm wondering if he's talked to you guys about that at all, just kind of with you being so young and having the chance here right away to win one.
Yeah, I personally spoke with Steve a little bit before practice, and he told me he's been to the conference finals maybe 4 or 5 times throughout his career. And, this is my second year in the league, and I'm in the rotation. So I definitely don't take any of this for granted. I've had a lot of other people tell me on the coaching staff, just talking to me, telling me don't take any of this for granted. I'm in I'm in a situation right now where I'm blessed, and I'm excited. I'm ready for Saturday. I'm ready to get things started.
Matt Brooks with Nets Daily.
Hey, Nick, for this team as they're on a pursuit for a championship, what is the single biggest skill that you're bringing to the table for them to take their ceiling up another level?
Could you repeat that?
Yeah, so for the Nets as they're, going on a title run, what's the single most important skill that you are bringing to the table to take the ceiling of this entire team up another level?
Yeah, I mean, what we need, we don't need any scoring. We have some of the best scorers. We have really good shooters. So really where I feel in is just on the defensive end and just being that spark plug off the bench, bringing that intensity. And then offensively, just taking what the defense gives me, being a live threat and just going out there and having fun. That's like I've been saying, that's when I play my best basketball.
Last question, back to Christian Winfield.
And Nick, kind of an offbeat question here, but it seems like every time a Net player is taken or has a picture taken, he might have a smoothie in his hands. I'm just wondering for you, A, were you a smoothie? Are you a smoothie guy or a milk or a protein shake guy? B, were you a protein shake guy before you came to Brooklyn? And C, why do you think so many players gravitate towards these shakes and smoothies?
Yeah, I'm definitely a smoothie guy, really by default because I'm trying to put on a little weight, so they put protein in my smoothies. But I'm honestly not the biggest fan of them, but I do drink them, and I like smoothies more without the protein in them, but I usually put the protein in them. So. Yeah.